Hello, everyone. I'll be presenting the filmic techniques used in this scene of the film called The Book of Life, and we'll be going through the significance of these techniques for the overall story of the film. The Book of Life is an animated 3D children's film directed and written by Jorge R. Gutierrez with Doug Landale as the co-writer. It premiered on October 12, 2014, and was produced by Guillermo del Toro and the Big Studio Productions, which are the Real FX Animation Studios and the 20th Century Fox Animation and Chatroon. It was officially released in theaters in the United States on October 17th of the same year. Jorge took 14 years to develop this film, mostly because of the critics' comments on its art style. DreamWorks Animation optioned the film in 2007, but never went beyond because of the creative differences. However, the 20th Century Fox Animation and Real FX Studios acknowledged Jorge's glorious artwork and his portrayal of the film's magic version of Mexico. Jorge then received a receptive ear from Guillermo, hence why he joined and became the producer. The film was a success and received positive reviews from critics and nominations for Best Animated Feature Film. It won the 42nd Annual Annie Awards for its character design in an animated feature production. The film also grossed $100 million on a $50 million budget. So to introduce you to the scene we're analyzing, we will watch it and carefully observe the filmic techniques used in it.
Hey! No! No retreat.
No surrender. The hero of San Angel returns.
Oh, come on. You didn't think I was going to miss your first little bullfight, did you?
And Maria's here too.
Have you seen her? I cannot wait to show her these babies.
Ah, so she's back only to see you.
Come on, that's
You
not...
have your medals, but I have the bull ring. We'll see which Maria prefers.
It's a good thing you're finally taking bullfighting seriously.
You should see me in the bull ring. That's where I really do my thing now. A true Sanchez man.
Those are some big shadows we live under, huh, buddy?
Huge.
Hey, brother. May the best man win Maria.
In honor of Maria's return from Europe, the town received a rare visit from its most noble son, who is now a decorated hero.
They say Joaquin goes from town to town, saving them from bandits. Yes, that's my boy.
Afternoon, my general. That is a mighty mustache you have.
Huh?
As expected, everyone in town was curious to see how the young Maria had grown.
The jewel of the town has returned.
And she's going to be helping at the orphanage.
And I hear she reads books, like, for fun.
No way.
Señorita Posada.
Hola, Joaquin. It's really nice to see you. She's so natural.
Ow! What? And they say Manolo might be the greatest Sanchez ever!
Yeah, that's my boy.
What?
I would like to dedicate this corrida to Miss Maria Posada. Welcome home, señorita. I'm allergic to dying, especially in the face.
Venga, Toro, venga!
Now that's a Sanchez.
That's my son! Come on, mijo. For me, for our family. Be a Sanchez. is wrong!
See? I told you he'd no do it.
We don't have to kill the bull!
Oh no. No.
Adios, Maria.
Now that we've observed it, I want to share why I chose this particular scene. I chose this scene because it is rich in its techniques, and there's also a particular frame that's interestingly worth discussing its mise-en scene. So we'll start with the film's social context. The Book of Life explores the social context of the Mexican culture, tradition, and folklore about the celebration of Dia de los Muertos, which translates as the Day of the Dead. The film offers a rich variety of themes, symbolism, and cultural references. This is an opportunity to appreciate the craftsmanship and the depth behind the animation to gain a deeper understanding of the film's messages about embracing ourselves, following our hearts, and celebrating the power of love, friendship, and family. Unlike most films, The Book of Life has three protagonists, and they give us different perspectives and experiences throughout the story. Manolo Sanchez is a very passionate musician who is constrained by his family's tradition of bullfighting. Maria Posada is a spirited, courageous, and an independent woman, but her father, General Posada, controls her to behave like a proper woman. Joaquin, on the other hand, does not have a family. His father died as a hero in the film, and his mother is not really mentioned. This leaves him under the general's care. He wants to be brave and heroic like his father once was, who died fighting against the town bandits. Nonetheless, he is restrained by social expectations to be an effective and invincible protector of San Angel. This scene perfectly captures the whole message of the film, allowing the audience to acknowledge the flaws of the character's outstanding physical and mental transformations. The scene is also the rising action of the plot of the film. So in a nutshell, this scene reveals how Manolo fails to kill the bull, Joaquin gaining self-awareness about living under some huge shadows and how he revolts to being self-centered, and the love triangle conflict within the main characters. Why this scene is important to the overall story of the film centers on the main character's growth and development. Manolo facing his first bullfight allows him to realize his true passion, which is singing and playing music. This passion allows him to be moral, vulnerable, and humane. Through Manolo's realization of the needless desire to kill the bull, it symbolizes the acknowledgement of life and the importance of mortality. It reinforces the idea that the bull is not bred to die from violence, but rather to face death naturally as part of the cycle of life. Joaquin, being recognized as the invincible town hero, is flawed, as it highlights his external validation and the pressure to live up to that image. Although Maria's protagonism in this scene is not evident, her return to San Angel plays a significant role in Manolo's courage to stand up for his desire instead of violently killing bulls, and for Joaquin to pursue his dream of becoming a refined and virtuous hero like his father once was, while accepting that being vulnerable is part of being human. In this scene, Jorge Gutierrez emphasizes the theme of self-discovery and personal growth to achieve the connection between the story and the purpose of life, which is by finding happiness in one's own passion. The techniques to emphasize that goal are shown through the scene's filmic techniques. Through visual storytelling, Jorge uses vibrant colors to create a lively and engaging world. The wooden frame figurines' portrayal of the characters emphasize that our lives can only be manipulated entirely by ourselves. The use of sounds and music is used to enhance the visual atmosphere in the film and to evoke emotions for the audience. This is further expanded through the use of camera movements, placement, distance, angles, its transitions, editing techniques, and sounds. So we'll start with the camera movements. Dolly movement. The camera continuously follows the characters to capture the significance of them. Spiral movement. The camera spirals on the characters to create an effect for their significance. Crane movement. The crane movements are used to enhance the thrill of the events as Manolo fights against the bull. Handheld movement. This technique, often used for the bull's perspective, is effectively used by the director to amplify the immediacy and realism of the bull's point of view. Now we'll move on to camera placements. High position. There are many high position camera placements in this scene, but this particular frame allows the viewers to capture a further view of the scenery, hence the stadium. Eye level position. The eye level camera position in this frame significantly gives the audience a sense of engagement and equality with Joaquin. Low position. Most of the low position camera placements in this scene capture the bull's fuming expression, which reveals the escalating thrill and action in the scene. These camera distances apply to the techniques used to enhance the scene as well. The close-up shots in these frames are significantly used by the director to capture emotions and anticipation. The medium shots throughout this scene are used to emphasize the characters in the background equally on the screen. These long shots are used in the scene to give the audience the context and place where the characters are in. The camera angles in these frames also play a dominant role in the scene's significance. The director uses low-angle shots in these frames to enhance the character's power, nobility, and dominance. Similar to eye-level camera position, the director uses flat-angle shots to convey equality between the side characters and the viewers. The director often uses high-angle shots for Manolo to signify his weakness for Maria's love, contrasting his dominance on the bull. Next is the transitions. This jump cut
And Maria's here too.
Have you seen her? I cannot wait to show her these babies.
Ah, so she's back only to see you.
is significantly used for emphasizing emotions in the natural flow of the events. The director uses a swish band for this transition
As expected.
to manipulate the connection of time and location in the events of the scene. The director's use of the wipe effect in this transition creatively emphasized the camera's initial position to a different one at the same time. Common editing techniques are used as well. The shot reverse shot is significantly used for creating an impression of sequentially intact conversation between the characters in mirroring camera angles. This is most effective for the jump cut transition. A director often uses two-shot in this frame to emphasize both the characters' emotional reactions to an event or to each other. The sounds used throughout the scene effectively enhance its significance. The diegetic sounds, which are the characters' dialogue, the trumpet, and the crowd's cheer for Joaquin, are dominant in this clip.
Those are some big shadows we live under, huh, buddy?
Huge.
Hey, brother. May the best man win Maria.
The voiceover that follows, which is the museum tour guide's narration about Joaquin, gives an effect to his background.
In honor of Maria's return from Europe, the town received a rare visit from its most noble son, who is now a decorated hero.
They say Joaquin goes from town to town, saving them from bandits. Yes, that's my boy.
The non-diegetic parallel music afterward is then used by the end of the narration. It is a score soundtrack called Joaquin Enters the Stadium, accompanied by Gustavo Santaolalla. The diegetic sounds of the crowd, the horse, and the cheer are then combined to enhance the clip's use of sound techniques. This particular frame is my favorite because it reveals the conflict of the love triangle, and it has a rich context for its mise-en-scene, camera angle, and distance. This shot creatively frames all the three protagonists' emotional connections to each other. It uses a low-angle shot as Manolo performs a gesture. The distance it displays is a mixture of medium and long shot, where not only it focuses on Manolo, but also Joaquin's distress about Maria's admiration. Costumes, decorations, and props. Visually vibrant colors are used with a warm tint to emphasize the Mexican atmosphere. On how the characters' boxy shapes and their costumes' exaggerated designs are presented, the director merely aims to convey each character's role in the story. Lighting. The key light illuminates the three protagonists' faces, while the fill light fills Manolo's shadow on his backside and Joaquin and Maria's torsos. The backlight dimly fills the audience's expression. This shows that Manolo is in the spotlight. Significance and foreshadowing. Using these filmic constants for the frame, this scene significantly foreshadows Manolo's triumph in winning Maria's love, hence the lighting and vibrance of his character. The characters' distances from each other are ironically presented, because while Joaquin sits next to Maria, he falls short of courting her. At the same time, Manolo, standing meters away from Maria, achieves to woo her just by displaying a romantic gesture. Character development. Only Manolo's character displays a significant development in this scene. This is shown in this clip.
Killing the bull is wrong!
Despite his father's overwhelming pressure and judgment, he fiercely puts down the sword and yells, "Killing the bull is wrong," and putting his family, and his ancestors' honor and reputation at risk. Nonetheless, this sudden courage he presents only pulls him closer to Maria's heart, impressing her with his honorable moral judgment. There are four relevant themes in this scene. One is facing your fears. This is shown in the scene when Manolo stands up for himself and disregards his family's bullfighting tradition. Second is love, where Manolo weighs it over societal pressure. He chooses to win Maria's heart by not killing the bull over impressing his father and the crowd. Third is morality. This is evident when Manolo neglects to kill the bull and when Joaquin, not shown in this scene though, acts immediately selfless when the bandits arrive just to protect the town. And finally, following your heart and being yourself. Not only does Manolo hesitate to kill the bull because of Maria's agitated expression, but he truly, passionately prefers singing to unnecessarily staining blood in his hands. All in all, I just found this scene very rich and powerful and filmic techniques which have a significant influence on the overall story. By Jorge's creative and effective usage of camera angles, movements, placements, distance, its transitions, editing techniques, sound, and a mise en scene on a particular frame, this 5-minute scene is just perfect to analyze and gain deeper insight into our own lives. That's all. Thanks for listening.